I'm most excited about, and I can't wait till July. She has a new blog called Diamond in the Rough, and I can't wait to read it because I know that she's been preparing a lot for this work. So we're gonna be really excited when the launch comes out. So one of the things that also about Vonda that I really appreciate from a personal level is that her spiritual life and her Bible study group. She's a powerhouse there, and it's just it's a beautiful thing to witness. So all right, Vonda, I'm going to ask you. Tell me about the whole about the meat, about the diamond in the rough. Where did this come from?
Well, all I know is, darling, after that introduction, we can just shut this thing down.
I know. Thank you. Finally. Oh, you need to give me the bell.
Oh, good morning, everyone. I'm so glad to be here, Hillary, and thank you for having me. And so
tell us a little bit about Diamond in the Rough and Diamond Life Living.
Diamond Life Living is just, flourished my life and blessed a lot of people. And it's from my own past experience when I came out of that and just, raising my kids and just trying to get back to where I was after, past circumstances. And then I became a certified life coach and started it, and it's just been a blessing to other people. It's enabled me to help people to know who they truly are, and that even though circumstances and your status may change, your lifestyle really doesn't have to change if you don't want it to. And one of the things that I brand and credit myself on is helping people to know who they are.
Amen. That is such a gift to give to someone, isn't it?
Knowing who you are.
And, without knowing your story, but just hearing a piece of it, because that's what I do for a living, is hear those little two words in a sentence, right? That you had challenges. And I tell people this all the time. I don't want to do business with somebody that hasn't failed before. Because once you've been there, you're not going back, right? So that's kind of the starting point. Once you have some of those failures and some of those mistakes, now you know the benchmark. Okay, I'm not going below that mark, right? And so you kind of need those, or you can learn from somebody else.
This is so true, Joe. And that's one of the things that when I have a one-on-one session with someone, is that I tell them I've been there, done that. And this is how I got here. And one of the things I pride myself on is hanging around people and my group or my core group or relationships.
Your tribe.
My little tribe.
Your tribe.
Is that I like people who are, as Hillary said earlier, smarter than me. They may be more financially wealthier than me, but I can gravitate on that. And I'm like you. I like people and hang around people who've been through something.
Yeah.
Because if you haven't, how are we going to help each other? My circumstance is not yours, but the fact that I've been through, I'll be able to speak into yours.
It's kind of like the iron sharpens iron.
It does.
It goes back to that.
Absolutely does. But, of course, one of the things that I pride on is that the person is willing. You have to be teachable and coachable.
Yes,
like
you do.
Hillary said.
That is such a true statement. Say it again, because this is the point people miss.
Teachable and coachable.
Yes. Open your mind. If you cannot do that, I'm afraid you're going to stay right where you are.
You are going to be right where you are. It's not,
Even my youngest is really funny because, we have our devotion time in the morning before school. And, one of our consistent prayers is that, we have a teachable spirit. So that when he goes to school, he can be teachable, he can be coachable, and that right there is key.
It's very important, especially with our young generation today, because there's so much out here, and you can just be swayed, or as Joe said, one word can change your life for a teenager.
So Vonda, talk a little bit about your main goal and how you are reaching your clients.
One of my main goals with my clients is that I personalize it, because technically it's all personal. If you don't start with yourself or start with, the core or what you wanting to achieve and get there, and you don't have a blueprint for that. So one of my, I think it's number one sellers in my coaching business is the personal aspect, the brand of you. Who are you? What do you want people to know about you? What do you want people to see?
Absolutely.
When you walk in a room, and if you're, if I'm a consumer, am I going to buy that? What are you selling?
What's your value proposition, Joe?
Yeah.
Vonda, she just made fun of me. You don't
No, I
know
so
that,
did
but she
not.
just made fun of me.
I did not. I actually was just complimenting you, Joe.
It was a compliment, Joe. But that's one of the things that I personalize on, and it's personal. And everything you do, it's personal. And some, the little cliche or the word that, oh, don't take it personally, and it's not personal. Actually, it is. Because when it becomes personal, it becomes something that you want.
Everything is personal.
Yes,
It
absolutely.
It just is. I don't care what anybody says. At the end of the day, that's where it ends up.
Absolutely.
It is. Vonda, tell me, with some of your clients, kind of give me an example. What was like one of your big wins recently with a client?
I think my big win and the one that just made me propel this business to the next level is my very first client. And she came, I actually met her in a grocery store. And you meet people everywhere. And we started talking. And then, she said, I think I just need to talk to someone. And she was kind of turned off on the spiritual aspect of the church or pastoring. She said, my income doesn't support me seeing a professional therapist.
Mm-hmm.
So of course I tell her, I was a life coach and had my first session with her, and just seeing her follow the blueprint, being teachable, being coachable,
Right.
being accountable, and being responsible. And within a 6-month time span, she had gotten the job that she wanted to have. She had moved into her own place. She got her hair cut, lost 10 pounds. She just started taking over her life. She made it personal.
Right.
And one of the things that she learned in this was just saying no. And this I do this. This is what I do. If you don't like it, I don't need that in my life. So just, taking all of that out of her life, rising to a level, and she now has her own foundation. I think it's amazing.
Wow,
It's
what a great
amazing.
success story. I guess that's truly, it kind of goes into your new blog, The Diamond in the Rough.
Yes.
I think that's so true with all of us. We are diamonds, and sometimes, we really need to be mined.
And one
We
of the things,
do.
Hillary, is that all women and men too, Joe probably has a couple on his finger, we all love diamonds. It's shiny. It's great. But that's just the, significance or the symbol of when a woman, getting engaged or anything is a diamond. Of course, there are a lot of other beautiful stones, but with the diamond, I teach my children to learn the makeup and the breakup, where it comes from, where did it originate from. And with that, I resonate to my own. I felt like I was a diamond in the rough. So this blog is just so important to me. It's my baby, and it's the next phase of my business. And so many people, I have a gift of gab. I love to talk. And so many people, they don't want to talk. They hide behind the computer.
Yes, they do.
They're not ready to come out. They're not there yet. They're still working on themselves. So with this blog, I give everybody the opportunity daily to chime in. I'll start with the topic. Let's talk about it. Because social media...
That sounds like a show.
I know.
Hey, let's talk about it with Vonda Simmons.
I'll host it.
Let's talk about it with Vonda.
That's right.
I watch my children. They are so consumed with their phones and social media.
Yes.
So I said, hey, you know what? I'm going to get in this game. So that's, I'm starting my baby. My son is also helping me with,
Nice.
he's getting ready to go to college, and he wants to be in the industry of technology and everything. So it's just, this is my baby because so many people do social media, and I'm not a social media person.
You are
but
now.
I am now, and I'm just so excited because daily I get to talk to people without facing them.
Well, and one of the things too, I understand that you're a voracious reader, and you love to journal. So this is going to go hand in hand with this,
Absolutely.
isn't it?